winning the ball hard from the centre, and Duncan Fosdyke, who initiated that movement out of the centre, has done everything right in this game, coming back into the game today, and he's been an outstanding player, Fosdyke, and set it up for a great goal to Staritsky.
The legs have taken the last 8 balls out of the centre, so as Bucky said, that's where it's all emanating from. See what they can do here. Pittman again gets it to Scanlon. De Visser, that makes it 9, puts it out long. Ducker! Can't quite get it. Maynard now looks for Ducker. He winds up with a football, puts it out wide. Muster looking for someone to pass off to, puts it back. Thomas in the square, has the football on the left leg, shoots across the face of goal. Siren sounds, but oh, will the legs ever go to half-time with smiles on their faces. They lead 12-5, 77 to 4-3, 27 on 9's Wide World of Sport.
Ladder's tap, Girdham couldn't control it. Trying to work out with Staritsky. Well caught, the Bulldogs get the numbers in there quickly, and it will be yet another bounce. Virtually centre. As the Bulldog interchange, warm up. Jonas tried to knock wide. Hall gets it through nicely. Staritsky got the kick. It's a boomer, but Lee's in the way for the Bulldogs. Ball carrying a long way down there, but he read it well. Drives wide to Chaplin's. The Bulldogs are starting to get free players, which isn't a good sign. McIntosh didn't have the ball, and the umpire will bring it back to pay a free kick to McIntosh, and this will be interesting as to whether he kicks the ball or not. So his first kick in the game, drives wide. Ducker! Oh, strong mark. And one would have to say a little poor defensive play, because Ducker was way under the ball. The arms were straight up in the air, and he took it at second attempt. John Hall goes to the bench for a rest, and on comes David Pittman. And the action with Mark Ducker. He's got the distance. He's got the accuracy. That's his goal number 2 to Mark Ducker. So Norwood go back to a goal in front. 6 points, 12-minute mark, second term.
Game seesawing at the parade, and that mark from Ducker was from a poor attempt to spoil by Mark Botka. The kick perfect. Confidence of the full forward growing. Coffey opposed to Pittman. Bounce favouring Pittman, the tap off. Oh, brilliant play for Visser. Put out by Staritsky. Spears the pass. Muster took the mark. Is paid. Ivan Muster. 40 metres out. Slightest of angles. Distance equal to Ducker's successful goal from the previous kick. So the Dogs evened, and suddenly the Redlegs a chance to go 2 goals ahead. Balance kick high, squeezes it through for his first goal, and the Redlegs move to 5-3, 33. Central Districts 3-3, 27.
Well, 2 goals in the space of a minute, and probably more important from Norwood's point of view, the quickness of Visser, something which has been missing in Norwood's kit, leg power, and a bursting kick through half forward for Muster. In goal number 5. David Pittman now in ruck, up against Coffey. Pittman got it down to Fosdyke, who's caught with the ball. Girdham trying to work out, taps it forward. To ground goes Krieg. The loose one finishes with Payne. He chips it up high. McIntosh won't make it, but covered it beautifully with the body. A lesson in how to cover the ball, but unable to keep it in play, and the resulting throw-ins at centre wing. Certainly the return of the Norwood vice-captain has lifted this side. Swert with a roundhouse right. Payne trying to work through, cross to Tanner. Pike to Lester Ross from the centre, going wide to the lead of Ducker. Ducker manhandle, looked for the free kick, it wasn't there, and trying to keep it in play was McAdam. Lester Ross in there, Smith, Tanner over the top of him, and the umpire will bounce the ball at centre wing. Chaplin going off as Jamie Thomas comes on and as usual tries to get loose. Up at half forward left. But Pike quickly there to pick him up. Pittman's tap. Staritsky over the back. Visser trying to work out. Payne. McAdam. Well done, Staritsky, but the ball stays with McAdam. Graham forces the ball forward, and it goes out of play before Thomas can bring it in. The throw in left forward pocket for the Dogs.
Centrals with their runners on the field. Philip Graham on the left half forward flank. Greg Smith indicating, positioning his teammates. Ingerson in front, Weston at the back, Vandermeer off to Staritsky. In front is McIntosh. Maynard, Brady, last land, tries to get clear, too much pressure. Scanlon, Visser, off to McIntosh, on to Francis, within scoring distance, clear, shoots, looks good. Francis first, Norwood goes to 6-3, 39 Centrals, 3-3, 21.
Oh, what a magnificent passage of football, starting with a fine tackle on Brady, the loose ball, a slick hand pass from Scanlon, Visser to McIntosh, and what a hand pass, creating a goal for Francis to turn full on and blast it high and long for his first goal. So Norwood 6th, and suddenly they've opened up a gap of 18 points at the 16-minute mark as Curley urgently sends a message out. And Pittman gets the tap at the centre circle. Rowe is robbed of it by Fosdyke. Fosdyke persisting, fires it in with a hand pass. Interrupting it was Lee. Bending it around the corner, Schwert. Paul Weston not quite. Up comes Tanner. Drives deep. Centre half forward spot. Off hands it goes. Norwood's Mustar. McIntosh. Scanlon. Can he do it again? This time the shot finds Maynard. The ball didn't carry. Maynard comes back for Thomas, for Francis, trying to straighten up the angle. It's still quite acute, less than a 45-degree angle, but tricky with this breeze, although the goal is protected by the grandstand. The kick from Francis looks good. So Tony Francis kicks 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes, and Norwood race to a 24-point lead at the 17-minute mark.
And may I be permitted to say that that ugly face of Gary McIntosh is working wonders for the Redlegs. There's a lift in the crowd, there's a lift in the teammates. He's farming out those hand passes, putting a lot of pressure on the opponent. And Maynard's mark passed off to Francis for his second. Coffey opposed to Pittman. Coffey the tap, Visser. Chance for Coffey again. Krieg. Very competitive in the centre square. Pittman with a height advantage. Tapping down. Philip Graham. Girdham gets the quick kick. Schwert fists on again. Kelly misses. Chance for Schwert. Over the top is Thomas. He's clear. Mandamaker's now clear. Can he kick? Wanders. Brings it back. Oh, brilliant goal, Rudy. His second. Central's move to 5-3, 27. Norwood 7-3, 45.
Rudy Mandamaker doing that well. They had Norwood's defence under pressure, but in the end Pike applied pressure and Mandamaker was sufficiently in control to hook the goal, but Curley still with problems, his assistant Dean Mobbs, and rather pensive thinking going on in the mind of the Bulldogs coach. An 18-point deficit at the 18-minute mark. A goal back from Mandamaker after Norwood had kicked 4 in the space of 5 minutes. Coffey knocks forward. Visser trying to work out. Seemed to get one in the back. Fosdyke now helping out. Gains about 40 metres with a grubber of a kick. And the resulting throw-in almost up to half-forward left. Perfect conditions other than a strong cross breeze slightly favouring the southern or parade end. Coffey reaching high. Francis beginning to get plenty of kicks. Look for Visser. Oh, that's a bad hand pass, but it might get the second man, Weston. Standing still was Ross. Ball should not have been given to him, so the Bulldogs applying sufficient pressure to hold the ball in. Very even fight. 10 years since the Bulldogs have won at this ground. Keith Thomas warms up, and probably 20 years since Norwood have dropped 7 games in a row. Tanner trying to work out is well caught. Coffey also. Staritsky gets the kick. Around the corner. Manderby using the body well. Payne on the bolt. Cleverly played. Will go to the goal square. Drives it in. Musta. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. The legging should be paid. The mark was there. So too was the legging. And action aplenty once more. The ball fired in by Payne. Musta marked. The free kick was paid. He went to hand pass, was legged, and after all this is sorted out, one would assume that Ivan Musta will get the free kick. The umpire places Musta on an angle, takes him 15 metres up, places it on the goal line, and Van der Meer goes to the bench for Norwood to be replaced by Keith Thomas. And Ivan Musta, as Van der Meer gives instructions to Keith Thomas, Musta on a query. Certainly something needing sorting out. And Ivan's not too clear on what's going on. Ducker confusing the issue as well. He finally kicks it through, kicks his second goal, and restores a 24-point lead to Norwood at the 21-minute mark.
Well, the free was definitely there, the trip was there, Musta was given the 15-metre penalty, but why did he not go back and take the normal deliberate kick? Now, I trust it's because he believes that the 15-metre penalty took him to the white line, the goal line. Get a feeling in the audience at the football today at the parade. Redlegs sneaking ahead. 6 goals to 3 in the second term. Could be a match-winning score. Pittman and Coffey to be opposed in centre. Umpires taking their time to let the emotions fade. The 2 juniors. Pittman wins out. Forced on by Fosdyke. Maynard off. Chance for Staritsky. Wide is Payne. He's been dangerous. Puts the ball up high. Under it is Musta, taken by Butker out. And a throw in the right forward pocket. And 22 and a half minutes into the second.
To do the ruck work, Coffey for the Bulldogs. And Maynard getting in for Norwood. Off the ground, Brady. So it's a repeat performance from the sideline. And the intenseness just seems to be stymied for a moment. Again, Maynard, this time from behind, trying to work it down. Schwert will play it to the line. It's the best thing to do. The Bulldogs have gained about 40 metres with that little effort. The throw in between the half-forward line and full-forward pocket. Maynard and Coffey once more. Maynard got hand to that one. Loose one out, Gilbert McAdam. Oh, did it with nonchalant ease. That's throwing the ball away. Oh, dear me. That's threw the ball away out in front, and the umpire ruling in his favour. McAdam giving ground to Lee. Brushes the tackle easily. Kicks it high to the half-forward line, and Pittman, not quite. Took the eyes off the ball at the crucial moment. Tanner front spot. Back for Thomas. Infield looking for Weston. Cleverly done. Long bomb from Weston. Direct and long. Musta up. Pryor first player there. No, Scanlon beat him to it. Knocked out. Fosdyke wheeling, driving to the goal square. Duncan Fosdyke, a magnificent kick. Had time to get back on that natural left foot and belted a beauty. Norwood by 30 points at the 24-minute mark.
Well, the movement began with Weston at the half-back line. He put the ball into the forward line. Fosdyke, the take, able to straighten onto the natural leg and penetrated the goals. So the Redlegs are on fire. Duncan Fosdyke in the reserves 2 weeks ago. 1 week ago. Fosdyke again, that tackle was high from Pryor. Wide goes Visser, searching the goal face. Ducker, pinned, a goal! And the Redlegs race to their 10th goal, 10-3. 63, Central Districts 4-3, 27.
Well, if there's anything been missing in the Norwood kit of play, it's been leg power. And young Darren Visser really supplying that today. Fosdyke set him up with it, but my word, once the legs pumped and the boot went into the ball, and Ducker, a magnificent shepherd in the goal square for Visser's first goal. 36-point lead, could be a match-winning break for the legs. Pittman's tap, Staritsky's kick. Good use of the body, McIntosh. Sloppy hand pass by Maynard, but Fosdyke helped out. Worked out for Swert. He gives ground. Beautifully blocked as Rose kick. Thomas, the big hand pass. Francis goes for goal, but Tony Francis has spoilt the run. A point only. Norwood move to 10-4, leading Centrals 4-3 by 37.
The Redlegs aggressive at the ball. McAdam getting clear. Wins the 15 penalty, but Norwood slowing down the movement. Short, finding Krieg. Peter Krieg, a good first term, quiet in the second. Looking for Jonas at the back. In front was Pittman. Redlegs with the numbers at the ball. They've lifted since the beginning of the second term. Running riot in the last 3 minutes. Pittman, good body strength. Time for the kick. Bounce. Lee, held by Visser, or rather Francis. Scott Lee. Short, finding Gurdon. Off to Krieg. Inside, good pressure again from Thomas. Gurdon covers up, puts the ball wide. Trevor Rowe. Wide to Jonas. Out of bounds, right half forward flank for the Dogs, who rarely have been ahead of centre in the first 25 minutes of this term.
Norwood kicked 4 goals from the 12 to 17 minute mark, and then another 3 from the 21 to 24. Right forward pocket for the Dogs. Redlegs getting the numbers. Awkward kick around the corner. Sent back in by Pryor. Vandermaker on the charge. Ducks. Gurdon set up. Duck the head. And the umpire calling it a draw. Roger Gurdon maintaining the ball in the Bulldog forward line. The resulting bounce is the true centre-half forward position. Northern end of the parade. Pittman alone. To Weston. To Staritsky. Ball bounced beautifully for him. Thomas too late. But Lee in the way. A floating punt kick. Not well dispatched. Lee keeping the ball on the outer side. Clear centre wing. Pittman from behind. Fosdyke to ground. But Pittman holding his ground well for a big man. Staritsky caught. Fosdyke mopping up beautifully to Thomas. Back to Fosdyke. Wasn't good, but he works it forward for Francis. Again giving ground. A long hand pass back to Visser. Ducks. Thomas now at the centre circle. Drives across field, the lead of Ducker. Vodka at the back. Scanlon providing strength. Pryor to ground. Maynard trying to work through. Again Scanlon. Hooks towards goal. 1 point only. Norwood moved to a 38-point lead. Almost 29 minutes played in his second term.
Treacherous turf at the southern end of the parade. Scanlon holding his feet well and dangerous forward. Mark Vodka.
Well, Norwood absolutely thrashed Central District there. 22 goals, 9, 141 to Central District, 10 goals.